All right, let's kick this off. You know how women often spend hours getting ready, thinking about every little detail, wondering what men are going to notice?
Oh, absolutely. It's like a whole internal monologue happens. Is my hair perfect? Does this outfit make me look too casual? Should I have worn more makeup? The list goes on and on. We put so much pressure on ourselves.
Exactly. And I'm here to tell you as a man that a lot of what you think we're scrutinizing, we're actually not. Or if we are, it's often the opposite of what you'd expect. There are these subtle things, the undercurrents, that really stand out.
Okay, I'm genuinely intrigued. Give me the scoop because I feel like we as women are constantly guessing, and sometimes, honestly, we're probably just projecting our own insecurities onto what we think men are looking for. So, what's first on your list?
All right, number one, and this might sound cliched, but it's absolutely true, confidence. And I don't mean arrogance or being loud. I mean a woman who is comfortable in her own skin. It's in the way she walks into a room, the way she holds herself, the way she smiles.
That's interesting because sometimes confidence can be mistaken for being a bit standoffish, especially if you're not constantly trying to seek approval. So you're saying it's more about genuine self-assuredness, not an act?
Precisely. It's about carrying yourself with an ease, a certain self-possession. Like she knows who she is and she's okay with it. That to me is incredibly attractive. It makes her approachable, paradoxically.
I can see that. We often think we need to try really hard to impress, and maybe that striving actually comes across as less confident than just being your authentic self. So, confidence, subtle confidence, got it. What else?
The second one is genuine laughter and smiles. Not the polite, oh, that's funny kind of laugh, but a real, uninhibited belly laugh that makes her eyes crinkle, or a warm, authentic smile that lights up her face.
Oh, that's so true. I mean, I love seeing that in other people too. It's infectious, isn't it? It makes you feel like you're seeing a peek into their true joy. We definitely get caught up in trying to perfect our smile for photos, but a real laugh, that's different.
Totally. It speaks volumes about her personality. It suggests a certain lightness, an ability to find joy. And honestly, it just makes her more approachable and relatable. You want to be around someone who genuinely enjoys life and can share a good laugh.
So we should stop practicing our smiles in the mirror and just let loose? I like that. It takes the pressure off. What about something more, tangible, like fashion or accessories?
Okay, yes, but not in the way you might think. It's not about designer labels or the latest trends. It's about unique personal style, like a really cool, understated piece of jewelry or a scarf that's just perfectly draped, or even just how a simple t-shirt and jeans are put together that somehow just works for her.
So it's the personality expressed through the clothing rather than the clothing itself? Like if someone can make a simple outfit look chic because it reflects them?
Exactly. It shows she has her own taste, her own flair, and she's not just following the crowd. It's a subtle statement that says, this is me, and that individuality is incredibly appealing. It's like a little peek into her creative side.
That's a huge relief, honestly. We often worry about whether something is in style or if it's expensive enough. So knowing that men appreciate unique personal style over brand names is actually quite liberating. It encourages us to be more ourselves, fashion-wise.
Definitely. It's about owning it. Moving on, this one is big for me. Kindness and empathy. How she treats people, especially those she doesn't have to be nice to. Like a waiter, a cashier, or even just someone struggling. It speaks volumes about her character.
Oh, I completely agree with that one, both from a male and female perspective. I think everyone appreciates that. It's such a fundamental human quality, and it reveals so much about someone's core values. A person can be stunning, but if they're rude to staff, it's just a complete turnoff.
Right? It's not just about how she interacts with you, but how she interacts with the world around her. That genuine compassion, that thoughtfulness, it's captivating. It shows a depth that goes far beyond any superficiality.
So true. It's like a window into her soul, really. Okay, I'm thinking about what women obsess over. We definitely overthink our hair, like, is it styled perfectly? Is there a frizz? Do men actually notice every strand?
Honestly, no. Unless it's drastically different, like she dyed it neon pink overnight, we're not noticing if one strand is out of place. We notice if it looks healthy, if it suits her, or if it smells good, that's about it. The overall impression, not the microscopic details.
Smells good? That's a new one. We definitely think about perfume, but not necessarily our hair itself smelling good.
Yeah, like just clean, fresh-smelling hair. It's a subconscious thing. It just contributes to that overall aura of freshness and care. It's not about expensive products, just general upkeep. It's simple but effective.
Wow, so all those hours spent trying to achieve a perfect bouncy curl or a sleek straight look, a lot of it might be wasted effort if men are just noticing clean and fresh. That's pretty wild to hear.
It's about the overall picture. And speaking of overall picture, one thing that often goes unnoticed by women, but men definitely pick up on, is passion. When a woman talks about something she genuinely loves, whether it's her job, a hobby, a cause, or even just a TV show she's obsessed with.
Oh, that spark, when their eyes light up and they just totally get lost in explaining something, I get that. It's magnetic when someone is truly animated by something.
Right? That energy, that enthusiasm, it's incredibly attractive. It shows she has depth, interests, and a zest for life. It makes you want to learn more about her and what makes her tick. It's far more engaging than someone trying to be cool or aloof.
I think women sometimes try to play it cool or act uninterested because they think it makes them seem mysterious or less intense. But you're saying showing that genuine excitement is actually a plus.
Absolutely. It's authentic. We're looking for genuine connections, and seeing someone's true passions emerge is a huge part of that. It tells you a lot about what makes her unique.
Okay, this is fascinating. What about makeup? Because that's another area where women put in a ton of effort. Do men really notice the difference between a meticulously applied eyeshadow look and just a bit of mascara?
Here's the thing with makeup. Most men prefer a more natural look. We notice when a woman looks put together and healthy. We usually don't notice the intricate details of contouring or the specific shade of lipstick. If anything, too much can sometimes be a deterrent because it feels like a mask.
So the no makeup look that takes an hour to perfect is actually what you're noticing rather than the bold, dramatic looks? That's ironic. We think we're being subtle when we're actually doing a lot of work to look natural.
Pretty much. We notice clear skin, bright eyes, a healthy glow. If makeup enhances that without making her look like a different person, that's great. But we're not usually dissecting if her eyeliner is perfectly winged or if her foundation is flawlessly blended. We just notice if she looks good, and often that means less is more.
That's a tough pill for some of us to swallow, I think. We're so influenced by social media and beauty trends that often lean towards more dramatic applications. It's almost like we're doing it for other women or for ourselves more than for men sometimes.
Which is totally fine, by the way. If you enjoy doing it for yourself, that's awesome. But if the goal is to attract male attention, sometimes simplifying can be more effective. Another big one is how she listens.
Listening, that's interesting. What about it?
Being truly present and engaged in a conversation. Not just waiting for her turn to speak, but actively listening, asking follow-up questions, making eye contact. It shows respect and genuine interest, and that's a huge draw.
Oh, that's a skill that's increasingly rare, isn't it? With so many distractions and everyone feeling like they need to perform or be the most interesting person in the room, to actually just listen is powerful.
It really is. It makes you feel heard, understood, and valued. That connection forged through active listening is incredibly strong. It shows empathy and intelligence, and honestly, it's a foundational part of any good relationship, whether romantic or platonic.
I'm realizing a common thread here. A lot of these things are about authenticity, genuine connection, and character, rather than just superficial appearance. We spend so much time focusing on the surface, when men are actually digging a bit deeper.
Exactly! It's the whole package, but the elements we often notice first aren't the ones you might think. We notice energy. Does she bring good vibes to the room? Is she positive, generally speaking? Or does she radiate a negative aura?
Oh, that's a big one. You can feel someone's energy the moment they walk in. It's almost palpable. Positive energy is definitely magnetic, but sometimes we, as women, get caught up in our own heads, or we're tired or we're stressed, and it's hard to project that positive vibe constantly.
And that's okay. No one's expecting you to be a ray of sunshine 24/7. It's about a general disposition. Is she someone who generally finds the silver lining, or is she someone who tends to dwell on the negative? That really impacts how enjoyable it is to be around her.
So it's not about being fake happy, but about cultivating a generally optimistic outlook. That makes sense. What about, dare I ask, our hands? I know some women are really particular about their nails, whether they're polished or not.
Yes, hands actually. Not necessarily perfect manicures, but well cared for hands. Clean nails, maybe a bit of lotion. It shows she takes care of herself. It's a small detail, but it speaks to self-care and attention to detail. It's not about expensive polish, just general hygiene.
That's another one women stress about, a chipped nail or unpolished nails. It's good to know it's more about being well-maintained than being perfectly done up. I guess it all comes back to a holistic sense of self-care, doesn't it?
Totally. It's about presenting yourself in a way that shows you respect yourself and, by extension, others. It's not about perfection, but about effort and care. And finally, I'd say a sense of humor. Being able to laugh at herself, or share a witty observation, or just enjoying a good joke.
Oh, humor is massive. I think that's universally attractive, for sure. Someone who can make you laugh or who appreciates your humor, it just makes everything lighter and more fun.
Exactly. A good sense of humor is a sign of intelligence, wit, and emotional resilience. It makes conversations enjoyable and interactions memorable. It's a key ingredient for connection.
So to recap, confidence, genuine laughter, unique personal style, kindness, passion, active listening, positive energy, well cared for hands, and a good sense of humor. That's a pretty comprehensive list, and honestly, a lot of it is stuff we can all work on from the inside out.
Precisely. It's less about trying to fit into some mold and more about enhancing what makes you, you. The things that truly stand out are often the authentic reflections of who a person is, not just how they look on the surface.
This has been so insightful, Tomri. I think it's a great reminder for women to maybe ease up on themselves a bit and focus on cultivating these amazing inner qualities that clearly shine through and are genuinely noticed and appreciated. It's about being real.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining me for this chat. Hopefully it gives everyone a little less to stress about and a little more to celebrate about themselves.
Thank you. This was a truly enlightening conversation. And for everyone listening, remember, your unique qualities are your superpower.